In a country that professes to be the land of the free, one that more than any other in the history of society is made up of such a diverse background of races, cultures, and traditions, it sadly seems that these days we are regressing further and further into divisions of class, race, and political ideals. As a millennial, I feel that our generation was somewhat fortunate to have grown up in a time of relative peace and a seemingly upward trajectory in terms of socio-economic and political ideas as a collective society. My high school and early adult years coincided with our first Black president, progressive reforms, and a general sense of increasing acceptance amongst our people, regardless of who we were, where we came from, and what we identified as. How wrong I was. Underneath this facade of progression was a burgeoning pot of hate and nationalism that needed just the slimmest hint of validation to show its ugly face. In the last year, this toxic soup not only burst through the seams, but somehow managed to manifest itself into a White House administration. So incredulous, even the most cynical of dystopian authors cannot possibly conceive. Without getting into too much detail about their countless acts that threaten the safety of our nation, I will focus on one that hits a bit closer to home. From the moment 45 derided our Mexican brothers as bad hombres, until at last, the Orange One pulled the rug underneath 800,000 Americans on September 5th. The announcement of the rescindment of DACA, or the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. A national program initiated by the Obama administration in 2012 that provided immigrants who arrived on American soil at a young age with the opportunity to work, have a social security number, and finally feel like they belonged here. It was not a perfect program by any means. DACA recipients paid taxes just as any American would, but were ineligible for any federal or state aid, including Medicare, student grants, etc. What it did do, though, was give hard-working Americans, by anything other than a simple 9-digit number, a chance to finally achieve their dreams.
Si estás interesado en inscribirte en las diferentes opciones de educación superior que CUNY ofrece, las cuales varían desde cursos en las universidades comunitarias hasta un doctorado, contacta a nuestras oficinas en el teléfono 1-800-CUNY-YES o visita nuestro sitio de internet www.cuny.edu.
cuando comencé a hacer lo de los pájaros y me interesó mucho de los pájaros era porque los pájaros migraban, o sea, cuál era ese motivo, porque estos pájaros que nacen en Canadá y bajan toda Sudamérica y después vuelven en la siguiente primavera, vuelven hasta suben toda Centroamérica. ¿Cuál es el motivo que los mueve a ellos a migrar? De las cosas que me imagino es que ellos migran porque tienen una historia, tienen una voz, tienen un canto que cantar. Y esa, como un poco de esa idea me llevó como a hacer imágenes que son las imágenes que hago con los pájaros y las llevo como a cosas más como de mixed media. Este trabajo lo hice con otro artista colombiano, Cholo, y él hace mixed media también, y un día estábamos hablando y le estaba contando sobre mis proyectos de los pájaros, cómo ellos viajaban de Colombia hasta los bosques de Norteamérica, y nos pusimos espontáneamente como a mezclar las imágenes de los pájaros con los colores y como con las expresiones que teníamos en el momento.
hadn't seen Ash for quite a few years, but he was the first person I thought of after recent events. As a DACA recipient and the uncertainty currently behind the future of immigrants and dreamers, I thought it was important to hear his perspective, what he's been going through. Maybe then we could open up some other eyes. Hey man, how's it going, dude?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, you mind if I put this in the back?
It's alright, cool, put it back.
All right. Nice and secure. How's it going?
Nothing much. I haven't seen you in such a long time.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
I don't know, it's probably been like 7 years or so.
Well,
So good to see you, man.
yeah, man, I'm glad we reconnected. I'm sure you know, with everything that's been going on, you were like the first person that I thought of after the announcement the other day. You know?
Yeah, terrible news, dude.
And so, you know, I'm glad to be here and to support you while you're going for your, today you're going to start the procedure for the renewal, right?
Yeah, free consulting lawyers helped me out, and they told me everything, and so they submitted my whole renewal already.
Yeah.
And now USCIS, which takes care of like the whole process, sent me a notice saying that I have to go in and turn in my biometrics. Basically, your fingerprints and fingerprints. They're gonna take my photo. It's just for criminal records, you know.
Yeah.
All the everything that I guess the government has.
I want to make sure you're not a bad hombre.
I'm not a bad hombre. Yeah. I know that a lot of people are a little bit afraid. I was actually part of a telephone conversation with like some representatives that are helping DACA recipients.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies, she was really afraid and started crying, you know, behind the phone in front of like 2,000 people.
Jesus.
That she was really afraid to go get this biometrics. She was like, am I gonna get stopped by the cops and like just deported? You know, it's like no, it's like not. Like why would that happen? But
I mean, because they're spreading fear throughout the community, so
yeah,
people are afraid, and
sure.
You know, things are really uncertain at the moment, but you know, it's good that you're like taking the steps to secure your future, at least for the time being.
Yeah, well, I feel lucky that I'm falling in the window of opportunity to like renew, you know, because once they canceled it, it was you can't apply anymore. And if your expiration date is like past, I believe, March 15, then you can renew it. So mine is before that.
Yeah.
Mine expires before that, and so I'm able to renew for another 2 years, and give me some peace of mind. But I can't imagine what it's like for some people to know that in 6 months, you know, their life is so uncertain.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a momentous day in U.S. history, September 5th.
When Jeff's when he canceled it?
Yeah, when Sessions canceled DACA.
Well, first of all, why? Dude, I mean, I was at work, and I don't know, it was like 11 a.m. or something like that. So I kind of like went in the bathroom just to like sneak in, you know, watch the outcome of what they were gonna say about DACA.
Yeah.
And
did you just see like a headline and you're like, oh, I gotta see this? Like,
yeah. I mean, but honestly, it wasn't as big of a blow as when Donald Trump became elected. Like I remember physically, like I woke up in the middle of the night, it was like 3 a.m. and there was a big loud bang outside my apartment, and it was somebody throwing fireworks, and I just screaming, like just rooting, and I'm like, oh man, what just happened? So I turn on the TV.
Fireworks and like celebration?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I turn on the TV, and like Donald Trump has won the presidency. At that moment, like I kid you not, I felt like a physical illness, like in my stomach, and I never felt this before. Like it was an actual manifestation, and like my whole body just felt so tense and like, you know, I don't know, like you ever heard that your stomach kind of like
drops?
like
Yeah,
drops.
no,
That's what it was. I've never had my stomach drop until that moment. So then from that point on, whatever started happening with like DACA, you know, I was sort of like prepared emotionally already. Like physically, I was preparing myself for like whatever was the outcome. I was mostly in anger and in determination of like doing something. And at that moment, I wanted to do some activist work, and that's when you contact me, man. Like it was almost like a calling. I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do.
Hey.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, man.
How'd it go?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, just picture and fingerprint.
Fingerprints?
Yeah.
Oh, they got you on file.
Oh, they've always got me on file.